What's up guys, Jivan back with another video. The new season is right around the corner and I'm starting to get pretty hype about it. And because of that, I thought it'd be fun to make a little video where I talk about two things. What I expect Fortnite to do and what I want Fortnite to do for Season 3. So that's what we're going to do in this video. This is mainly going to be centered around comp, but also around like new stuff in the game. Not really story based or anything like that. Before we hop into it, it would mean the world if you considered using code JivanTV when you buy the new Battle Pass. It helps me out a ton. Or at least make sure you're using somebody's code because it helps us out a ton. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Let's start out with what I expect in Season 3. You already know my expectations are a little low, but I do have some hope. First off, obviously, I think there's going to be another Duo FNCS. So from Season 1 of Duo FNCS to Season 2 of Duo FNCS, there was like half the players in Season 2. So many people quit, and I think it was primarily due to the time of the year it was. A lot of people were busy with school, and a lot of them are going to come back in the summer. I think Fortnite knows that, so I think they're just going to keep doing what they're doing and what they promised, which was Duo FNCS all of 2022. But they also promised us daily Duo Cups and daily Solo Cups in the summer, so that's got to happen this next season. It's got to happen. If not, I'll keep running the Jivan scrims for you guys, but there's bound to be daily tourneys. There's gotta be. I just hope they bring daily duos and daily solos. I'm not sure if they ever talked about bringing both of them. All I know is they mentioned bringing daily tournaments out, and they said that they were gonna do multiple daily tournaments through every single day. So it wouldn't be like, oh, one daily tournament a day. It would be like all throughout the day, daily tourneys. I'm pretty sure. Kind of like what Rocket League does. They have like different tourneys all throughout the day. That would be sick, and that's what they said they're gonna do, so I'm gonna expect it in Season 3. Now, one thing that I'm expecting, and honestly, I don't even care if they bring it back at this point. Do you guys think they're gonna bring back the pump shotgun? I think they are, because they nerfed it in creative mode, remember? The gold pumps no longer do 200 damage, they do 185, just like a striker pump. I don't know if they accidentally nerfed it to be like that or what, but it made me think that they're probably gonna bring it back this season, but nerfed it. So is it even worth bringing it back if it does the same amount of damage as the striker pump? I don't know, but that's just a prediction of mine. I think they might bring back the pump. Regarding the map, I think they're going to get rid of Tilted because it's literally destroyed right now. So I think they're going to make a new POI at Tilted, or maybe they'll just keep the Collider there. I'm not sure, but there's bound to be at least one new POI, maybe even 2 or 3. And then I think they'll do a new gun meta. I think a lot of people in competitive specifically are kind of sick of the spray meta, so I think they know that, and I expect them to, maybe get rid of the combat SMG and the drum shotgun. That's what I expect. We're going to get to the stuff I hope in 1 second. The last thing is I think they're going to keep hardly any movement in the game, at least for competitive. I don't think they're going to bring back cars into competitive because it made the servers lag. I think they're going to try to keep it mainly with just launch pads. Maybe they'll bring peppers back. I could see that happening. But other than that, I think it's going to be mainly a by-foot rotating type of game. Now, what do I want in the new season? That's what I'm excited to talk about. If they bring any of this back, I'm going to be so happy. And I could see it happening. First off, let's talk about the daily cups. I want them to make sure that they get a good format for it. Because the tournaments will be happening every single day, I could totally see these daily duo cups becoming a W key fest, meaning everybody is fighting everyone they see every single day. The daily duo cups wouldn't be fun in my opinion if that's what it was, so I hope they make it a good format where it's placement based. Knowing Fortnite, they're probably gonna just make it the same format as the duo cash cups and the solo cash cups, but if they take time and really make a format that's unique for the daily cups, maybe they even have different formats on different days of the week. That would make them so much more fun to play. So hopefully they see that and they make that happen. Another thing I want, and I could also see happening this season, is late game arena coming back. I heard Aussie Antics talking about this on stream. He was saying he thinks late game arena is going to come back because it is summer and a lot more people are going to be on the game. And with a lot more people on the game, they can afford to have more game modes. He said the reason they took it out of the game initially was because there wasn't enough people to play all the different game modes in the game. Zero build, pubs, arena, all the different modes. There wasn't enough players, but maybe in the summer there will be, and they'll bring back late game arena because everybody loves late game arena. We shall see. If that happens, you already know Jivan scrims about to happen in late game arena mode because that is way more fun. Obviously, I want them to get rid of the drum shotgun and the combat SMG. Honestly, I don't mind the combat SMG so much, but it is really annoying getting double sprayed in late game. Main thing is drum shotgun, dude. I hate fighting against it. I hate fighting with it. It is my least favorite gun in the game. Take it out. Thank you. Regarding FNCS, I want them to do a similar format that they've been doing. I really liked it last season. There were a lot of chances to qualify, a lot of qualifier rounds, which made for a lot of content, and a lot of gameplay, which was fun. I hope they do that again, especially since it's summer and a lot of people are going to be free enough to do that, free enough to take all that time towards FNCS. Now, this may be a little forward thinking of me, and we're going to get back to Season 3 stuff in a second, but I'm starting to think that next year is the year it's finally going to happen. World Cup. Hear me out. We've already done a whole year of Trio FNCS, and then we're going into a whole year of Duo FNCS. What comes after that? The obvious answer would be, we do solo FNCS next, and I would love that. But Fortnite knows that a lot of people don't want to do a whole entire year of solos. They're going to lose a big amount of their audience if they do that. And I don't think they're going to want to go back to Trio FNCS either because people got so bored of that. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm speaking for the mass majority here. So I'm starting to think that next year they might go back to a similar format that they used to do. Maybe they'll do every 2 seasons they switch the game mode, or maybe they'll do every season they switch the game mode. But I also think that World Cup could come back next season. It seems like it's time. They finally announced LAN tournaments. They announced the FNCS Invitational $1 million LAN tournament in November for all the top tier grand finalists in FNCS. So with that being said, it is very likely that World Cup could come back. And I predict it's going to be split up half no builds and half builds. Just my prediction. That's way ahead of the game. Let's go back to Season 3. I guarantee I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say Solo Arena needs a rework. It is literally impossible to go up a lot of arena points while playing solos. They need to find a way to balance solos with duos and trios. That way, people that want to make runs on the arena leaderboard, try to get to the top of the arena leaderboard, or just even get to champs by playing solos, have a chance to do that. It is so hard to go up points in solo arena, so let's just hope they rework that this next season. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's so obvious that it needs to be done. Now, you guys remember that one season in the last chapter where all those wind tunnels got added to the game, all those slipstreams? There were no POI changes. All the POIs were left the same, but they added all those wind tunnel spots and there was so much loot there. It made so many more landing locations around the map and so much more loot was in the game because of that. I want something similar to that this season. Don't get me wrong, I want there to be a couple new POIs, but I really want there to be more outskirt locations. And the reason is, in solos and in duos, when you get to the final set lobbies, you are majorly contested at any POI. When I made it to the solo Cash Cup finals, I did so bad because I went to my landing location, Condo Canyon, and there were 6 other people contesting me there. I made it off spawn most of the games, but my loot was shambles and I couldn't make anything out of it. There just wasn't enough loot there. And I'm thinking if they add more outskirts spots, that could be fire for everybody in competitive. And then I want a new movement meta. Right now we just have by foot and with launch pads. Those are the only forms of movement pretty much. There's cannons and all that, but other than that, it's pretty much dry. It is so dry. A lot of competitive players like that, but I think it's so much more fun when there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the game. I'd like to see them bring some kind of new movement meta to the next season. I could see them bringing back peppers, but I really want them to bring back something more. I miss back in the day when we had all these crazy items to play with in competitive. I know a lot of the pro competitors were like, oh, it ruins the game. But dude, it makes it so much more fun to watch and a lot more fun to play for a lot of players. I get it though, the competitive players want it to be just super competitive and skill-based rather than have all these crazy items ruining the game. But dude, in reality, that's the stuff that's gonna save the game in my opinion. Fortnite competitive was in its prime when there was so much action, so much chaos, and now that it's just plain and simple competitive Fortnite, it's hard to describe, but I feel like it's so much more boring now. We've had the same game for so long, the same formats for so long, the same game modes for so long. The views are going down, the amount of players playing are going down. Switch it up, bring back the prime Fortnite. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people don't agree. I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably do worse in competitive if they do switch it up. I'm finally starting to get the hang of the competitive game that they have going right now, but I don't even care. It'd be so fun to have all that chaos back in the game. You know what I miss more than anything? Shield bubbles. Bring those back. Those were so lit. Shield bubbles on hoverboards. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, that's most of what I have to say about the new season. It is a few days away, and you already know I'm going to have the new season content popping like crazy. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button, sub if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the new season. Peace.